Well, we haven't been away long, but we are back for a double header edition of Dog Turds into Diamonds. And we're back very quickly right at the end of the January transfer window. And that is because I feel like we have made a couple of signings that could just push us over the edge and help us guarantee that playoff spot at the end of the season. Now, because we did these deadline day deals or in the last week of the transfer window, it kind of changed the perspective from where we were at the end of the last episode. I feel like it makes a big difference to our team. So before I go on to the end of the season, I wanted to show you guys what the side looks like now, and hopefully just give you an idea of where we are as we go through the second half of the season. So today we've got a great double header. First of all, against MK Dons, who are 5th in the league. As you can see, they are 6 points ahead of us, so it's absolutely vital that we win this home game. And we then go away to Oldham, who are kind of struggling down the bottom, struggling against the possibility of relegation. You can see they have 36 points. They are 3 points above the relegation zone. And the reason I want to play them, and the reason I feel like that's a little bit significant, is because on deadline day, we had a loan offer for our friend from Middlesbrough. Let me see if I can remember his name. I can't, so that's why I'm looking at Oldham Athletics team here. Let's have a look. I've literally just loaded up. That's why it's a little bit slow. I know it's a theme of this series, how slow things are to load at times. Yes, I am playing on a potato, but oh my goodness, that is shocking. We might have to edit that out. Now, where is he? Doherty. I had a loan offer accepted for Doherty from Middlesbrough right on deadline day. It would have cost us nothing. 16 finishing, 14 off the ball, 13 composure, 15 acceleration. I feel like this is the striker that could have really just put us onto another level. And he's chosen to go to Oldham in a relegation battle rather than come to us in a promotion battle. Absolutely fuming. So we're going to take on those two teams today, and we're going to see how we look set up going into the second half of the season as we chase those playoff places. Let's get into this. Let's see what happens. Yes, welcome everybody to Dog Turds into Diamonds here in season 10, just after the January transfer window has closed. There haven't been too many games since you were last here, when of course we lost to Frank Lampard's Premier League Sunderland in the FA Cup third round. Since then we lost the next two games in the league, away at Shrewsbury, who are going brilliantly, then away at Forest Green, who are not far behind us in the league. We then beat Hull 2-1, which was great to get back onto a winning streak, because we, including the FA Cup game, we had lost 4 out of 5 and we had only won 1 out of 6. So we are on a poor run, and we've just drawn 0-0 in a friendly game against League 2 Notts County. We did completely dominate the game, to be fair, but we could not find the win. But that is how we're set up. We need a good run of form in the second half of the season to guarantee us those playoff spots. And the reason I've come back so soon after the last game is because I wanted to show you what we finished up doing in transfers. Now, players going out, we spoke about this before. Agipong, Variant and Stian Danielson are on their way out at the end of the season. They've all accepted free transfer deals. Samuel Agipong going to the Ghanaian League. Absolutely ridiculous. But if we look at transfer history, those weren't the only outs that we did. I didn't talk about this. We let Lamine Sharif go. He's gone to League 2 Ebbsfleet for nearly £19,000 32 years old. He wasn't really playing. He was unhappy. I said we'd let him leave if we got a decent offer for him. You can see he only played 6 games this season. He did okay. Another of these great squad players that we had to bring us up from the National League through League Two and into League One, but he wasn't getting any younger. He wasn't first choice. We've let him go to Ebbsfleet. Good luck to you, Lamine Sharif. Gonna fondly remember him. I mean, just as a right back and as a midfield option, as the box-to-box midfielder or the ball-winning midfielder, he was absolutely fantastic, really versatile. Maybe his versatility kind of killed him in the end, but yeah, he never really had a regular starting berth or a regular position, but a really big part of what we did. Henrik Hordegaard, of course, has gone to Helsingborg for 240,000. And I want to mention here, because Henrik Hordegaard went, I bought back Barnabas Unwabezi from Dorking, where he was on loan in the National League. I think it was the National League, or was it National League South or something? Vanarama South. Now, he played 21 games, but he has just been developing incredibly. Look at those green up arrows. His marking has improved 2 points this season. Mentally, it's kind of where he's a little bit let down, but I mean, he's only 19. He's improving brilliantly. I just wanted to bring him back. He's a midfield option, a defensive, a central defender option, and I think that is where he's going to play most of his games. I'm absolutely delighted to have him back. Delighted with the way he's been progressing. I've given him a couple of games off the bench in League One. I think this is a guy who can become a very, very good player for us. So the ex-Liverpool man, I'm pretty sure we got him from Liverpool, as we get another long pause waiting for it to go back. So he has come back. And then on the ins, of course, we've had Mark Mitchell, Darius Terrelonge in from Tottenham and Everton, respectively. And now these are the 3 new signings that I've made right at the end of the window. Ryan Donaldson from Fulham. Look at this guy. He is a central striker, but he can play on either wing with that 10 crossing and 17 dribbling. He could be an extremely effective winger as well. But I am going to play him as the advanced forward as our central striker. He's got 15 pace, 15 acceleration, 15 balance and 17 agility. Now that makes him an unbelievable threat getting in on through balls, but also with his 17 dribbling and the 15 balance, 17 agility, what an incredible individual threat he is. And he's also got 11 passing, which means he can really participate in the play, link things up, 13 vision as well. I think this is the next level striker that I've been waiting for. You can see he has played 2 games in League One. He's got a goal and 2 assists. He's had a brilliant start. The only downside is obviously his mentals. His mentals for me are kind of Vanarama National League, League 2 level at the most. 12 off the ball, 10 decisions, 11 composure, 10 anticipation. That is where he needs to improve, but he's only 18, the Scotsman. And I think he is going to be, like I say, that next level striker that can actually start guaranteeing us goals and winning us those close games. I think he is the player that is going to make the difference for us and guarantee us playoffs. That is what I'm hoping. Gabriel Adiemo is on loan from Sunderland, and he looks a fantastic defensive midfielder. He is going to play there in place of Jordan Rossiter. He has knocked Jordan Rossiter out of the team. Malicio as well. He is now my number 1 defensive midfielder. 14 tackling, 13 passing. Decent mentally, if not exceptional. He is decent, and he's very, very brave. So I think, again, the 18-year-old Nigerian, he's not costing us anything at all. He is going to be a fantastic signing that is just going to give us that little bit more control and stability in midfield, I hope. And then a final transfer. Now, all of these guys, I think, came up from our recruitment team. We had a recruitment meeting at the end of the window. I think all of these guys came up from there. And Tyler Smith, look, now he has come in on a free transfer. He was playing last season for AFC Wimbledon in League One. He has a lot of experience in League One. He scored a few goals. He looks very, very good. I mean, he's played 29 games in the Championship for Hull. This guy, he reminds me of Joe Hardy. He is brilliant physically. Even though he's 32, he's still got 14 pace, 13 acceleration, 13 stamina. He is decent off the ball, got decent decisions, really composed, great anticipation. Technically, like Joe Hardy, he's got a bit of finishing ability, but not much else. So Tyler Smith, I am hoping, I've been playing him as a right-sided advanced forward. He's just pulled his ankle ligaments. He's out for a couple of weeks, which is disappointing. But I'm going to play him as the right-sided forward, I think. Inside forward on the right. Hopefully he can do a very good job there. I think these three signings just really do push us over the edge for the rest of the season. I think we are looking very, very good. And having brought you up to date there, let's get into the first of these games for today. MK Dons at home. And let me show you how the team is going to line up. You can see we're only 2 points ahead of Portsmouth. And we're only 4 points ahead of Wickham and Forest Green. So it's really important that we start winning games. The form team in that mid-table is going to be the team that gets into the playoffs this season. So we are going to be starting with Vanisalo in goal. Igor Luiz at right back. He had a lot of interest from the Championship. No one wanted to step up with a big money offer. It was all less than $500,000. I think we might have had a 650,000 bid come in towards the end of the window. Not enough. Igor Luiz stays with us. Jake O'Brien, Callum Simpson, centre backs. Dylan Jones on the left. Adiemo starts as the defensive midfielder. Eddie Little is going to be the deep line playmaker, and Eugenio Moreno has signed a new contract. He is here for next season. We had a lot of interest from Championship clubs in him. He is now guaranteed to be here next season. Joe Evans as the right-sided inside forward. Chapman on the left, our top scorer, and Donaldson up front. On the bench, Mackenzie, Mwabwezi, Malicio Chinedu. Danielson comes in as a substitute option as the right-sided forward or as the striker. That is because of the injuries that we have. Jack Nolan, who's been out of form, is a sub-left winger, and Ben House makes up the bench. Jordan Rossiter, no place in the squad for him. Okadina is injured, so he is out. Tyler Smith, we've just spoken about. Tommy Reed, I've got to see how Sinisalo goes, but Tommy Reed could get his place back. Sinisalo has conceded a lot of goals. We'll have to see what happens there. So that's what we're looking at. Let's get into this game. Select the team. And I should point out I am enjoying a very nice cup of tea here. This is a nice relaxed one. I'm recording in the morning. So if you hear a little bit of that, don't be alarmed. That's just an indication of how relaxed I am today. And it's been kind of getting cold since I started this video. So with that in mind, I need to kind of take those sips. And I apologize for all these long pauses. Yeah, I have no idea why the computer would be this slow this morning, but there you go. Let's get into the dressing room. Let's see if we can get the players well motivated here. Let's have a look. A chance to exact revenge on MK Dons. I'm not sure I want to go with that. Let's have a look. I mean, we're 15th in the form table. They're 4th. We could drop out of the playoff places. Nothing less than a win. Yeah, no one's interested. Can we get some good motivation from the team here? I feel like this is a key game. We've got to win our home games. We've been poor away from home. Really feel like it's key to get the win here, bring MK Dons to within 3 points of us, and really start to step up the pressure on them. We've now got to get on a run. I do feel like with Donaldson up front, that can really be a difference maker for the rest of the season. I'm really hoping that helps step us up to a new level. As I just set up the mark in here, let's have a look. So there we go. I have adjusted things tactically with us being on that poor run. We are back to using overlaps just to give us a little bit more attacking threat. And I've moved up our line of engagement defensively again. But we are still full out pressing. We are pressing very, very often. We've got good stamina in our team. So hopefully that should be effective. Let's get into this. MK Dons at home, massive game. We really need some momentum. We really need to pick things up. I feel like I've had a lot of live comms where we've lost the game. I can't remember the last live comm I did when we won a game, actually, because I keep coming back for those big ones. We lost the first game of the season. We lost in the Carabao Cup. We lost in the FA Cup. So we are on top right now. But, I mean, it's not a big difference. There's only been 2 shots on target the entire game. We've had 56% of the possession. No one is creating anything. Do I go more expressive? Do I let the players express themselves? We've had 4 shots now, but there have been 0 highlights. What a boring first half of this first live comm game. Come on, we can win this. It seems like since there was last an update, it seems like a lot of games go this way, where it seems like you have to kind of change things within game to start getting highlights, to start getting reactions from the players. We've had those 6 shots, but nothing of note in terms of the XG. Let's encourage them again. I mean, MK Dons have done absolutely nothing. And do I go more expressive? Do I chase the win here, or do I keep myself satisfied? Let's demand more, see how the players react to that. 1 or 2 reacting well, but this looks like it is going to be a game where there is not one single highlight the entire game. I don't think I have had a game where there has been no highlights on FM22, but it looks like we could be getting that now. This is absolutely terrible, and it could be even worse if they had scored in the 88th minute from the only highlight of the game, and they still might. The corner floated in, headed away, but they've got it back. Twine, and it is offside, and that would have been an absolute sickener. And yeah, just about, wasn't it? You could say we've got lucky, but if you look at the stats, I mean, we've controlled the game. And that is the kind of game that really frustrates me. I've made no changes there. Why would I make a change? I mean, we were controlling the game. Maybe I could have bought Evans or Donaldson off, but there you go. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Let's get on to Oldham. I will see you in a few days' time when we take on Oldham. We will see if we can get the 3 points at Oldham and keep ourselves in contention here. I will be back very, very soon, and we'll see if we can get that away win at Oldham. Alright, so we're back for the second game of today's doubleheader. Away at Oldham. We have actually increased our lead in 6th place with our last result, that 0-0 draw with MK Dons. Possibly the most boring FM22 game of all time. Yeah, I think Portsmouth, Wickham and Forest Green, I think they all lost. No one in that mid-table area is really on great form. No one's really threatening the playoff places, which long-term could help us. but we are now 10 points behind 4th place Shrewsbury and still 6 points behind MK Dons. So a win here against Oldham, absolutely vital. Let's get into it and let's see how fit the players are. We've had 3 days rest since the MK Dons game. I probably should have rotated or made some changes during the game. I'm going to leave the team as it is, apart from Moreno, who is very, very tired there. Malicio has picked up a bit of an injury, so I am actually going to start Mwabwesi as the box-to-box midfielder. Can he do that job? Yeah, he can do that job as well as anything else. So I'm going to start him there as the box. Oh my goodness, why is he unfit? Did I put him in for the under-18s? Oh no, I made him available for the under-18s. Right, I tell you what we're going to do here. Let's have a look. What do I do? Do I just leave Moreno in? I think what I might do is I'm going to bring Chinedo in, and I'm going to make him the deep line playmaker and Little as the box-to-box midfielder. The rest of them I'm going to leave. I mean, they're a little bit struggling, but they're kind of okay. Now, Malicio can kind of play without many complications. I'm going to bring Rossiter in on the bench for him, though. Aside from that, now I have had Everton manager Brendan Rodgers complaining that I haven't been given chances to Darius Terralonge. Now, he has been doing great for the under-18s. He's got 12 in 7 and 4 assists, an 8.90 rating, and he has actually improved 1 pace point. I'm sure he was 15 and 15, his pace and acceleration. He's now got 16 pace. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him in on the bench in place of Danielson, and we're gonna see if maybe just that raw pace can be an exciting deciding factor. But that aside, I'm going to stick with the same team. I've got players on the bench that can freshen us up if we need to. Now, this is absolutely a must-win game. What number should we give Darius? There you go. He's getting a high number. Now, we need more goals and we need higher XG chances. We really do. I've been training Moreno and Little to look for the killer ball more. They both have exceptional passing, but not the best vision. So as playmakers, they can often struggle. Let's have a look. So I'm really trying to train them to just look for that pass more, and hopefully before the end of the season they can kind of be getting onto that a bit more and just hopefully kind of creating a little bit more for us. Now, Oldham are not doing well. This is really a game that we should be winning. I'm just going to set up our wingers here to track their fullbacks, and the only other specific marking job that I'm going to put on is Adeyemo. I am going to set to mark their number 10. They are playing a 4-4-1-1, so they're a little bit defensive. But I don't feel the need to make great changes after the last game. Although it was a very boring game and a 0-0 draw, we did outplay another team that are not only in the playoffs, but one of the form teams in the league. But we have been really poor away from home for a long time now. We could really do with a good performance here. Let's encourage the players here. And you can see it's another boring game. We are yet to see a shot on target from either team 25 minutes in. Now, there is one for Oldham, but still no highlights. And these could be the 2 most boring back-to-back games you have ever seen on FM22. This could be an absolutely dire live com. We've had 6 shots. We are working the ball into the box, which in theory should be creating higher percentage chances. But there you go. We've had another game of 0 highlights in the first half. We have had just 1 highlight in 2 live com games. Now I'm going to stick with that because most of the players are extremely motivated. Let's see if we can demand more here. And just thinking, what can I change? I mean, we've been the better team again, but we just don't create enough. And we've got an early highlight in the second half, and we have the ball. Great pass from Adiemo, and Evans forces a save at the near post. Can that now be? There you go. Now we've got another highlight. Now Oldham win it straight away. We win it back. Donaldson combining with Evans. Evans puts Donaldson in. Can we see that 15 finishing? We can't. Another save, and we've got a corner. Can we make something out of this? Chinedu puts it in. He'll get it back into O'Brien, and O'Brien, that is possibly the worst shot in the history of football. Let's have a look. What changes do I make here? Let's pause it. Let's try and get some fresh legs in here. Adiemo is absolutely shattered. Now, what do I do here? I'm going to bring off Eddie Little for Eugenio Moreno. Ryle Donaldson is having another poor game. Chapman is absolutely shattered. Do you know what? I really don't want to change anything else right now. I'm going to take off Igor Luiz for Robbie McKenzie. Get a fresh leg in there on in the right back position. McKenzie's had a decent season, but of late has not played much as we haven't had much fixture congestion. Now let's demand more. I mean, back-to-back 0-0 draws would be absolutely horrific. Chinedu puts in a corner. Again, it's headed away. Chinedu will get it back. And he's given it away to Isa. And Oldham are in, and he's put it wide. We live to fight another day. Let's demand more here. A save from their goalkeeper, which we didn't get to see the shot. It's another corner, and Donaldson has been poor again. 6.3 he's playing. Can Evans get this back into the box? To Adiemo, Moreno, Donaldson for Chapman. Can he cross it back in? He can't. And that is possibly the most boring highlight I have ever seen. Absolutely horrific, these two games, and you can see where the problem lies for us. We just cannot create clear-cut chances right now. As Oldham break, but O'Brien wins it back. Chinedu, Evans, McKenzie. Chinedu again finds the pass for Donaldson, and it's another save. Donaldson really has to be finishing those. Chinedu puts the corner in. Again, it's another corner that we can't get ahead on. And we've got one change left. I'm going to pause it. And I'm going to change out Chapman, who is absolutely shattered. And we're going to go with Jack Nolan, who is the natural choice there. He is also a left winger, so he's got 8 minutes to try and come up with something for us. Let's demand more again. We've had enough chances again, enough possession, enough decent highlights to have won this game, and once again our inability to score goals is absolutely killing us, as Doherty, the man who decided against coming to us on the last day of the season, and we've got a break here with Chinedu. Again, he is probably our best passer of the ball with the best vision. And Nolan can't get a cross in, but the highlight goes on. Is there some late drama? It's Nolan. What a pass from Eugenio Moreno, but it's offside. Oh, I do not believe it. And that is very, very tight. And it looks like it's going to be another 0-0, or is it? Oh my goodness, it's blocked on the line. In injury time here, they have another corner. We have deserved to win probably both of these games as they head at Sanisalo, who makes the save. It's actually been a very even game, and now Donaldson injured. What has he got? A potential groin injury. Hopefully that's not going to be too serious. We've made all our changes, so I really can't do anything about this. I'm going to make Evans the advance forward, but I'm just going to move him to the side here and make him follow their left back when we don't have the ball. I mean, the game is all but done here. Hopefully that is not going to cost us. It's back-to-back 0-0 draws. We really should have won this game, you have to say. And there you see the problem that we've got. We are the better team in games, but we just cannot dig out the result. We just cannot score the goal to finish these teams off. Now again, I've got to tell the players just to trust the process, just to keep it going. I've seen enough in these two games to think that we have a really good team now, but we just have to finish these chances off. And Donaldson, who was brought in specifically to finish those chances that we create, unfortunately has not done it there. I bigged him up at the start of the episode, and he's had 2 poor games, and in this game in particular he's missed some really great chances. But we have extended our lead over Portsmouth by a point. Wickham have lost again. So in theory, we're kind of in a stronger position. Portsmouth, obviously, and Forest Green have games in hand now. But, I mean, we're just about hanging on in there, aren't we? It's not the most encouraging of episodes, but there you go. Well, there's no cup games left. We're not in the Papa John's this season. We're out of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So really, I am just ploughing on through to the end of the season now. I'm really hoping that with more games, Donaldson is going to find his groove, is going to find some good partnerships within the team to start finishing off these chances. And I hope that when we come back, it will be for an end of season playoff finale. I hope that we can get things together. I think we've got a good goalkeeper, or a couple of good goalkeepers. I think we've got a really good League One defence. I think with the new additions that we've made, our midfield is competitive. If not dominant, it's competitive. And I think up front with Donaldson and Chapman, I think we've got 2 attacking players who are top-end League One level. I think we've got everything in the team to make those playoffs happen. We've just got to see how it goes. So that is all from me. Hopefully when we come back, it will be to watch at least a playoff semi-final. And we'll have to see if we can maybe get some form together. Donaldson, fortunately, only out for 4 days. We play away at Swindon in a week, so that's not too bad. Yeah, hopefully we can be one of the form teams by the end of the season and really go into those playoffs with a real chance of carrying some momentum forward, and maybe just maybe going up. I mean, the playoffs are going to be tough because it looks as if Birmingham are going to be in there, and there's Shrewsbury in there, who have absolutely been our bogey team the last couple of years. I mean, Rotherham are still not guaranteed to be automatic promotion. I mean, and also Huddersfield aren't either. So, I mean, there's some really big names with Birmingham, possibly Rotherham or Huddersfield, Shrewsbury, who have the beating of us. Portsmouth are still a big threat behind us. It's gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough, but hopefully we can be the form team. Let's have a look just before I go. Let's have a look at these top scorers. Is there anyone here who we might be able to get in the future? Well, Jean-Philippe Mateta is 33, so we can probably forget about him for the moment, the Huddersfield man. Aaron Presley at Birmingham, I think he's on in my shortlist. He is. He's having a great season. And Ben Richards of Colchester. Now, if any of you remember the Running Man movie, there you go. Ben Richards is on my shortlist as well. Wasn't the character called Ben Richards in the Running Man? There you go. He looks a decent striker, doesn't he? extremely good mentally and physically. Not the best technically, but what a mental and physical monster Ben Richards is. The Butcher of Bakersfield. There you go. So I think I'll leave it there. I will see you at the end of the season. There you go, going off on a running man tangent there. I will see you guys at the end of the season, and hopefully for a big playoff finale. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like on the video, please. That would really help me out. I am trying to grow things. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye for now.